Ilia Topuria, the mental monster, how he dominates the UFC with confidence and clarity. The fight begins long before the first punch. It starts in the mind. That's where I win. Ilia Topuria. In the high-octane world of the UFC where fists fly and bodies collide, it's easy to focus only on physical strength, technique, and athleticism. But true dominance in mixed martial arts, true greatness, begins in the unseen battlefield, the mind. Ilia Topuria, the undefeated Spanish-Georgian phenom, is a master of this arena. Known for his devastating combinations and relentless aggression, what truly sets him apart is his mental game. A silent, steel-forged power that crushes opponents before the first round bell even rings. Born for battle, the roots of a warrior, Ilia Topuria's journey began far from the bright lights of the UFC. Born in Germany to Georgian parents and raised in Alicante, Spain, his childhood was marked by hardship and discipline. From an early age, Topuria learned the value of grit. He grew up in a household where nothing came easy and nothing was taken for granted. He began practicing Greco-Roman wrestling at the age of 7. Not long after, he stepped into the world of MMA. Fighting was never just a sport for Topuria, it was a way of life. It shaped his identity, molded his values, and carved into him an unwavering will. Even in his early amateur days, coaches and fans noticed something different. Not just talent, but a unique, unshakable confidence. He didn't just want to win, he expected to win. And that attitude followed him as he tore through local circuits, earning his way into the UFC. Fighting style, controlled chaos. Inside the octagon, Topuria is a storm. Precision, power, and pure aggression, a rare blend. He's the kind of fighter who puts pressure from the opening seconds and doesn't let up until the job is done. But beyond the violence lies control. Mental discipline. Ilia never fights emotional. He fights smart. He knows when to explode and when to calculate, and he never doubts himself. Take his fight against Bryce Mitchell, a high-level grappler with serious hype. Many expected Topuria to avoid the ground. Instead, he took Mitchell into deep waters and submitted the grappler with ease. It wasn't just physical superiority, it was psychological domination. The mental monster, what fuels his confidence? So what exactly makes Ilia Topuria so mentally dominant? The answer lies in a powerful cocktail of discipline, preparation, belief, and mindset rituals. 1. Relentless preparation. Topuria doesn't hope to win. He prepares to win. Every single detail of his training camp, from diet to recovery to visualizations, is designed to build mental certainty. When he steps into the cage, there is no room for doubt. He's already seen the victory in his mind 1,000 times. I don't believe in luck. I believe in preparation, he says. 2. Pre-fight visualization. Before every fight, Ilia spends hours visualizing every detail, walking out to the arena, touching gloves, landing key shots, hearing the crowd. He mentally lives the fight before it happens. This is more than positive thinking. It's mental programming, rewiring his brain to believe in success as an inevitable outcome. At 3. Zero fear of losing. What separates Topuria from others is how he sees pressure. Where others fear loss, Ilia sees opportunity. His undefeated record isn't a burden, it's fuel. He fights with the confidence of someone who doesn't fear what's on the line. Pressure is a privilege, he once told reporters. If people expect me to win, it's because I've earned it. How he breaks opponents mentally. Topuria's psychological warfare doesn't end with himself. He actively breaks opponents too, not with trash talk, but with presence. At press conferences and weigh-ins, he stares deep, unblinking, daring opponents to flinch. In fight, he marches forward, grinning as he absorbs shots, shaking his head as if to say, "Is that all?" When a fighter doubts their game plan mid-fight, they're finished. Topuria creates that doubt early, and then drowns them in pressure. Mental game lessons for fighters and fans alike. Ilia's story isn't just about fighting, it's about life. His mindset principles are universal. Visualize your success. Train your mind before you train your body. If you can see it, you can turn pressure into power. Reframe challenges as opportunities. Prepare like a champion. Confidence is a side effect of preparation, no weakness. Even when you're tired, hurt, or unsure, show up strong. These are principles every athlete, student, entrepreneur, or dreamer can adopt. Legacy in the making. As Ilia Topuria continues his ascent through the UFC ranks, many ask, can anyone stop him? Maybe. This is the fight game. Anything can happen. But one thing is clear. You won't beat Ilia Topuria with doubt. You won't beat him by hoping he slips. You won't beat him unless you break his mind. And that might just be impossible. Ilia Topuria isn't just a fighter. He's a mental monster. And in the UFC, that might be the most dangerous kind of warrior.